Here we go. This is game 2 of the series between mTwDIMAGA as our Zerg player in the red and BananaLlama as our Protoss player in the yellow. Everybody knows, of course, Dimaga from his successes on the ladder and in some pretty good international tournaments. BananaLlama, maybe less well known, has just won a fairly decent tournament in South Africa, the PolarfluKe XMAS Championship. So both these players are quite high caliber players.
Yeah, BananaLlama actually doing pretty well in a couple of prior tournaments. Sort of got a lot of ladder games played. He's got a lot of experience, but maybe not as much in tournaments as Dimaga has. So spawns, we've got Dimaga spawning bottom right as the Zerg player, as we mentioned, and top left of Jungle Basin we've got BananaLlama, the yellow Protoss player.
That's right. Now, Jungle Basin, quite an interesting map. I like the forward pylon placement here by BananaLlama. I would like to see the wall off done at the front of his base here. In the previous game, there was a big mess with the Zerglings coming in that literally just ended the game for him there right at the 6.5 minute mark. Not really where you want to be. So this time I'd like to see the wall off, get the Zealot out there, maybe a couple more behind it just to really reinforce that, and maybe play a little bit more cautiously to begin with.
I definitely agree with that, and I think he needs to get that another pylon down at those destructible rocks behind his base soon as well, just to make sure nothing comes in there. And then that sort of goes the same for Dimaga. He needs to watch, because Protoss on this map have a lot of options, and these little chasms that block the rest of the map from your natural, they're a bit tricky when you get those pylons in to warp units there.
Yeah, absolutely. We have got the probe trying to deny any kind of expansion for Dimaga here. However, he has already gone with his spawning pool with a 14 pool. We may not be seeing a hatch coming out. We've got another drone, so if it's going to be anything, 14 pool, 15 hatch. Yeah. But the gas going down, so we're going to be seeing speedlings very quickly though.
Yeah, and that's, as I said, essential. In the previous game I mentioned that this is sort of what Zergs are doing every single game now, because it's such a risk. And wow, look at this ballsy move by BananaLlama.
That is very brave, I'm going to say there. He hasn't even got anything that can produce a unit at all that isn't a probe, and he's going for his expansion straight away.
Well, you know what's pretty interesting is that Dimaga actually hasn't scouted. He didn't send a drone out to scout, so I'm not sure if that's the way that Zerg want to play it on a map like this, or if he's just comfortable in his game at the moment, or if he's just sort of reading what his opponent's doing. But if he doesn't scout that natural going up there, that nexus, then it could definitely work out for BananaLlama. Let's see if he can carry this through.
Yeah, I think as soon as Dimaga sees the forge going down here, he's going to know what's happening though. And we've already got, Zerglings, 4 Zerglings coming out. Now, that forge isn't finished, so there's not even going to be a cannon ready to stop this, which means that for BananaLlama to have any hope of holding this off, he's going to need to either properly wall off, like he's done there. Is that a solid wall? Yeah, that's a now solid wall. Or he's going to need to wall off with probes. So I think he did the right choice there.
Yeah,
what I think is
what I think is going to happen now is Dimaga's going to move in with those Zerglings. He'll see that photon cannon, and you'll probably see his expansion going up immediately after that.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he expanded. He's actually saving minerals now. He's on 200, so another 100 minerals. He's going to have that out there. Yeah, a couple of Zerglings just killing the probes here in the middle of the map.
He could also be going for a couple of roaches as well. You've got the roach warren nearly finished, and if he saves up a little bit of minerals, a bit of gas, he'll be able to pop out a bunch of roaches, and that seems like is what he's doing.
Right. Yeah. As soon as he hits over 300 minerals, you kind of knew that he was going for the roaches. A player like Dimaga would not say, well, I can just relax and rest easy. I've got some minerals, that's fine, I'll save up a trust fund. That's just not the way that high-quality players play this game.
No, indeed not. No, I do like the style that BananaLlama has chosen to use here. He's got his expansion up now. He's got a couple of probes on there already, so it won't be long before he pulls away from Dimaga in the resource side of things. But then again, wow, there's a couple of roaches coming out now, and by a couple I mean quite a few. That's 6 roaches.
6 roaches. Yep. There's going to be enough to really put the hurting on BananaLlama.
And
if he goes around the back as well.
Yeah, if you have a look at his ramp, there's only 1 photon cannon on the ramp, 1 photon cannon at the destructible debris. So, wow, BananaLlama's going to have to do something really soon.
Yeah, he is getting a stalker on the way. He's chrono boosting warp gate technology. But 6 roaches, and I imagine there's more Zerglings on the way for sure. But they can take these rocks out, no problem. They're not in range of the cannon, so it's going to be really interesting to see how BananaLlama reacts to this.
He's going to react by throwing down 2 more photon cannons, and I hope he chrono boosts that stalker out, because he's got a lot of energy just sitting there on both his nexuses.
Yeah, he needs to be building another one right away as well. Although, having said that, I wouldn't mind seeing a sentry out at the moment. That the force would just hold things back while the cannons do some damage. And there's so many more cannons going down now.
Yep, so he's going to make sure he keeps that. He's got extra pylons going down there too. That's pretty clever. And here, at the same time, Dimaga's actually just scouting to check if there is actually expansion up, and he's just spotting it now.
Yeah, the Stalker will see off the Overlord. These photon cannons are going to do a lot of damage here. The Roaches, unfortunately, block the Zerglings for a little bit there. I don't know if it's going to be enough to hold this. There's a lot of Zerglings, and they're going right through these photon cannons. If the last one falls, there's nothing really that can be done to hold this up.
And that's it.
And here come the Zerglings straight in.
Zerglings are through. Nice surround by Dimaga, taking the Stalker down, taking the probe down, and there's the haha GG. Well played by Dimaga.
The warping and photon cannons, yeah. Well played there.